What is up, guys? Jacob Clark here for the Jacob Review, and today we have something pretty special for you guys. This is the EZCap 283s unboxing. So this is one of EZCap's higher dollar HD video capture cards, coming in at about $120 to $140 depending on where you buy this. So without any further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into the box. It's a really solid box construction and everything. You'll see later whenever we get inside a little more. So we'll just go ahead and open this up. Out on display is the capture card. We'll just go ahead and get this out. This is actually a full metal construction. Really heavy duty, really nice quality. Comes bubble wrapped and everything. So we'll just go ahead and set this down. Another thing really cool about this box is that like these flaps are like secured to each other. So you have to open this flap, then you open this flap, then you open this flap, then you open this flap, and now you're able to access the contents of the unboxing. And then the box is empty and no longer useful. So I guess we'll start off with the card itself. We'll just kind of pull it out here. It looks very nice. You just like look at that thing. Right off the bat, things you'll notice is that there are many buttons to choose from here, along with an LCD screen and some power light indicators and light up indicators. Power, obviously, whenever it's on, this green light will come on. While you're recording, this red one will come on. Depending on which mode you have set, 1080p or 720p, it will have one of these two lights on. And then this HDMI, if you have HDMI, it'll be this light's on. If you have the YPBPR set, then this light will be on. And if you are using CVBS, both lights will be on. So now moving on to the actual buttons themselves. This is the record button, so whenever you want to record, you just press that. It is all these buttons, very, very tactile, very responsive. They're definitely fun to click. I seriously just want to be able to sit here and click them all day. They're very, very nice, very, very tactile, very responsive. On the record button, it also doubles once you go into the settings to toggle up in the menu, and then this can be used to toggle down, sideways, to select different options. So now we'll move on to the 720p or 1080p button. This is used to set which resolution you record at. Now, this will automatically detect what input you are having come in to your device, and it'll set it that way, but then you can also, if you want to manually set it, you can do that as well. Now onto source. This is going to be able to cycle through HDMI, CVBS, and YPBPR, which is kind of confusing to me because in the manual, it literally tells you to not connect more than one input method at a time, yet it still gives you the option to choose between them. Take that with what you will. Here is the Snapshot button. So in order to actually use this, you cannot be recording, and you will have to be very close to this device to be able to, snapshot, and you got a picture taken. Good for you. Finally, here's the setting button. This is used to go into the menu and set up things such as the scheduled recording. So with this capture card, you can actually go in and set a scheduled time for this to record. So if this is like hooked up to your TV and you're gone and you want to record a show and you don't have DVR for some weird reason in this day and age, you can actually set this to record from this time to that time, this day of the week, or this many days of the week, for this many weeks, for repeatedly for however long. You can actually set all that up, which is really cool about this capture card, but not exactly practical for gaming. The only practical use I saw in it was maybe if you want to have a limit on how long your episodes are, and so you just want it to be 10 minutes, or just 5 minutes, or however many minutes, or even hours. You can set that up to where it'll automatically, it will automatically stop. And then you could even set it up to where if you want to just make sure the video files are just 10 minutes long, then you can set it up to where it records back to back, like from that time to the next 10 minutes, the next 10 minutes, the next 10 minutes, and just do that. I'm pretty sure anyways. We'll have to get more into that on the in-depth review. Now we'll go on to the back here, which is where a lot of stuff is happening. So I guess starting over here, this actually has a mic volume control. Unfortunate thing is, like here's the mic, unfortunate thing is that once again, like all the previous models, the mic input will not work with HDMI. It really sucks, but you're not gonna be able to get any real-time recording through this device onto your footage using HDMI. But with composite and component cables, you will be able to, so that's cool. Again, a line out for headphones or speakers. You move over to the host or the USB host, and this is where you will plug in your USB device, whether it be a drive or just a little USB thumb drive. You just plug it in there, and then that'll put the video file on that software. Oh my god. Plug the USB in here, and it will export the video being captured here onto whatever USB device you have connected. This is the IR, so infrared, and that is for this remote control. We'll go ahead and get this out of the package. Remote control. It will come with a little thing stuck here in between the battery and the battery connector thing. I don't know what it's called, but basically making it to where it will not work until you remove that, and it also will not work until we remove this plastic, because I won't give up until it's removed. God, that is so good. This is why there's infrared right here, because you can remote control this device. You can choose to record, you can choose which setting you want it on for record file size, like 1080p or 720p. You can also choose what input source you're using, whether it be CVBS or YPB, PR, or the HDMI. And you can also capture a snapshot. Again, for snapshot, you cannot be recording currently at the time, or it will not let you do that. So yeah, and then this funny little guy, IRX, is for, kind of as the title would insinuate, is that it is for an IR extension. So you can plug this little guy into there, and let's say you have this kind of tucked away out of reach or something like that, and you want to get a little better reception for your remote. You can actually plug this guy in and stretch him out to what looks to be about 3 feet. And then you can, it comes with a little tape, so you can just tape it on right there, and then you can tape this anywhere, on your TV, on your console, literally anywhere. So then we move on to the power, and this is the power cable. Go ahead and get it unwrapped real quick too. So here's the power cable. It looks a lot like a printer cable or the cable that some microphones come with. I know the Samsung C103 comes with a cable like this, so it makes me wonder if we can't, try to rig something up to where we can stream from this device to a computer, because I know that's a really big thing that a lot of you guys were wondering. So yeah, you would just plug that in there to power it. The power cable is not very long at all. It is under 3 feet for sure. I'm gonna guesstimate around 2.5 feet, so not a whole lot of reach with that. This is the HDMI input right here and HDMI output, so you will take the HDMI from your device and put it into here. It will then travel through here, get encoded, captured, shout out this USB host to your device. Then it will come out of this HDMI output and into your monitor or TV simultaneously. So then, that's one method to do it. Now if you're using component or composite inputs, then what you will do is have them come in through either here or here, and then what you have to do, it actually goes to HDMI output. So even if it's composite or component, it still will have an HDMI output, which is, it's kind of weird to me, but it still works. So now we're just gonna get this out of the way, and with this came a power adapter. Now they did not, for some weird reason, again we think it's because they're free samples, is that they sent us the wrong power adapter. This cannot plug into anything here in the US. Here is the ArcSoft software for editing and video exporting and everything like that. Again, we're gonna have another review of this software specifically, so make sure and check that out whenever it comes out. And then the fun part, here is the instruction manual. Now, something very interesting about this device, or this device's instruction manual, is that it is like big. Like it is much larger than its other counterpart because it's actually like a booklet in a sense, whereas those were just kind of slips of paper. So I guess they're really trying to convey that this capture card is better than those, which for some reasons it is, but we haven't actually got into any of the testing for them yet, so we can't actually speak too much about it. But yeah, so you can tell they're really trying to make this seem a lot better than those. So we'll actually see how it stands up against those in the comparisons.